All right, I think we're live. I think we're doing okay. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday night. It's Mista Rau gaming night, and I have good friend of the show here, also fellow YouTuber, Maurice Andrews Jr. How's it going tonight, Maurice?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's a wonderful Tuesday evening. Get to play my favorite game with one of my favorite people, so let's do it.
Aw, do the little heart thing with the hands and everything like that. Oh, I appreciate it. No, and everybody should check out Maurice's little channel there over there, Maurice Andrews Jr. Always chatting all things Marvel Champions and whatnot, getting a few little other reviews and everything like that going on as well. Because you're a tabletop gamer through and through, so Marvel Champions isn't your only business, but hey, it is what it is. That's what brings in. That's what brings in the people.
Yeah, man, it's actually cool doing other reviews because it kind of challenges the what would you call it, like the formula that I have going on, because it's super easy for me to just turn on the camera and just start
Mm-hmm.
chopping it up about Marvel Champions just because it's so easy for me.
Yeah.
But with doing board game reviews, that's where I look at other people and it's like, yeah, they're way better and better at this than me. But it's fun to be able to talk about something different than Marvel Champions every now and then. So I'm always excited about it.
And well, Marvel Champions, it's just so good.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
just so
man,
good.
tell me about it.
I'll have to
Tell me
ask because
about
I
it.
can't remember. But you have a full collection. Have you got
Absolutely.
everything?
Absolutely. I think I
Perfect.
got everything but the Ronin print and play modular
Okay.
set. I think they did it at a Gen Con or something. They released it for free. I still haven't touched that one, but Homeboy is a whole like villain in a modular set. So I'm like,
Mm.
nah, I'm good. His main villain is already a menace enough. So I was like, nah, I had enough of this dude.
Perfect. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here. There's some people sticking around in the chat that are little familiar, some familiar faces like Dan, DNix7's
Let's
in the
go.
chat. Welcome, Dan. Thank you. And good old Vincent is in the chat as well. He's saying hello, everybody. And they're both saying, Maurice, nice to meet you, Maurice. And hello,
Oh,
Maurice.
likewise. Yeah, I see them. I see them on Twitter. So it's cool for y'all to come and show some support. So appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Now, I don't get to play this game with other people very often.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
going to be very fun to find out somebody else's play style that's different than my own. I don't usually get to play. I'm usually a solo, one handed, two handed. I'm usually mostly a solo, like 90%. I've played this game a couple times with Riley Stock from the
Okay.
War Game Community Show, but then that's about it. I haven't really played with other people. I don't get to play with other people that often. I show them the card collection, and people get like, "Whoa, what is this thing?" They're like you
Yeah.
got like I got like treasure chests back here full of cards and and whatnot. And I said, "No, no, no, no. I'll put everything together for you. Don't worry. I've got it. I've got you down. I got you covered."
Man, the bigger this game gets, the harder it is to pitch to people. Man,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they don't know about the LCG system, right? Because um Brian Chandler just got into it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he was messaging me on Twitter where he was like, "Oh, where do I start?" And I was like, in all honesty, just go in order because I think
Yeah, that's
the,
good
the game
advice.
does a good job with slowly introducing new mechanics to the game.
Absolutely.
And I would never recommend somebody to pick up like uh, Mad Titan Shadow first, or even the Galaxy's Most Wanted. Like those are they're so both so difficult, and they introduce some stuff pretty quickly that you could easily get lost in the weeds. But yeah, I always recommend like if they played the core game and they want somebody new, I think Miss Marvel and Captain America and Doctor Strange are
Mm-hmm.
some both strong and good heroes to pick up pretty easily. I always would recommend Rise of the Red Skull first,
Yeah.
just with the heroes that they give, and the game introduces just a couple of things here and there to add on top of the game, and I think it's arguably the better campaign that's out. I still think Sinister Motives is the best one, but
My man.
it's right. Rise of the Red Skull is right there, so it's pretty solid. But it's a hard game to pitch with so much that's out there.
Exactly. Dan is saying I am resisting so much because I'm gonna have to buy it all. Now, I hear
Yes.
you, Dan.
Yes.
I do hear you. You will have to buy it all, but X-Men would be what I go with first. And you know what? With the amount of X-Men stuff that is out now, I think picking up a core box and then picking up the X-Men stuff it's a neat jumping in point. I think it
It's
could be.
it's a hard one to pitch for me because
Yeah.
I think like I don't want to run people away from the game, and I think Sabretooth could do that.
Oh gosh.
Sabretooth he's a tough first villain right out the box. I think he might be the hardest, like if you look at all of the first villains in the expansions.
Yeah.
But I think all of the X-Men are super cool to play with if you're playing with people or playing two-handed, because they do have a lot of like co-op mechanics that goes along with playing with the X-Men, where you're sharing different cards on the table. Like they do a pretty good job with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend at least the heroes, but I don't know that I could recommend Mutant Genesis.
Mutant Genesis does have some difficulty and some learning curve. Like you're right.
Yeah.
That very first, everybody needs to know. If you don't know what we're talking about, every little campaign expansion box that comes out, generally the first villain that you encounter is like, getting you into the system, getting you into the story. It's going to beat you up a little bit, but it's not too overpowering to overcome. Sabretooth, the first one in the Mutant Genesis box, it took me like 5-6 tries at least. And this is coming from somebody who knows somewhat what they're doing in this game and knowing what to look for. And it was still like, what? I ended up having just to do like, you know what? I'm just going to rush. I'm just going to go straight aggressive, straight rush. Don't even worry about the scheme. And hopefully I can take him out before the scheme gets out of hand.
Yeah, he's rough, man. He was, but I think he was super fun with having to protect Robert,
Oh gosh,
Senator Kelly, and on top of him regenerating every activation.
yeah,
Oh my goodness,
it was
man,
super thematic.
crazy. Yeah,
He was
yeah,
very
it
super
was fun.
thematic.
It was super fun.
All right, so people are gonna come here to watch us play a little bit of Marvel Champions. We're not going to do a full rules breakdown teach. I've done that a few times on the channel already. At the very beginning of March, I did a solo Gambit and Rogue took on Magog from the Mojo Mania scenario pack. That was a lot of fun. That's a that's a pretty neat scenario. I really enjoy that one with the challengers versus the champions style of gameplay. So I am going to switch my screen over. It's going to swipe in and it's going to swipe out. And I think we're going okay. Make sure I'm going to try to square everything up here with my camera. And I got Maurice's camera there in the corner so that everybody can see his lovely things going on. I don't have my cards sleeved just because I have lighting issues. I get a bad glare in here. I got to work on that. But hopefully soon. Spoiler alert for the channel here. Good friend Norm from the Cardboard Conjecture podcast, he's building me a custom board game table that I'm going to put out in the other room. Fancy. And that is going to be where I'm going to be doing all of my filming. Because there's a little bit, I get better light in that room. I'm going to be able to set it up. I don't have to wreck my wife's workstation that I have to tear down every time and set all this up. So, okay. And so Maurice, who are you ultimately going with here? Because you are choosing between two different heroes for tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my boy Thor. I know he gets a bad rap in in the community, so I'm here to hopefully do a good job in his honor. He's my favorite hero to play in the game. He's a little challenging to start off. I think he has some economy issues and hand management, but I think that it what I love the most about deck building and deck constructing, all of the problems I think go in alignment to the way that you build them. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with my man Thor Odinson.
Sweet. I am going with Gambit. I enjoyed him at the very beginning of the month. I've played him a few times. Remy LeBeau, flipping over into Gambit here. He is a lot of fun. He is a lot of fun to go with. There we go. Odin's son coming into Thor. They're a lot of fun to play with. I'm just gonna get my dice. Yes, Vincent. Thank you. I know having a custom game table, a dedicated game table, has always been a dream of mine, and Norm is going to make it happen for me. And so I thank him oh so much to hopefully one day. It's not going to be too much sooner, he says. It's going to be maybe done by Easter. So perhaps during Ashes April, we will have to show off the new game table at some point in time, which I will be looking forward to. All right. So the scenario I chose for us tonight, if people have been following along with Marvelous March, I've done some X-Men related gaming streams, and it just so happened with when I played Marvel United with Riley Stock, we did a Sentinels, the Days of Futures Past scenario in Marvel United. And then we played X-Men Mutant Insurrection, also from Fantasy Flight Games. We played the Sentinels scenario in that game. So I said, let's wrap it up. Let's just take on some more Sentinels. Why not? And so one of the scenarios in the Mutant Genesis box is taking on this bad dude, Master Mold, which is kind of like the big guy, the main head sentinel that kind of controls everybody. And don't worry, we're going to see lots of sentinels in this particular situation. So he's got the keywords stalwart and toughness. So he's going to have a tough status card right off the bat.
Boo.
Yeah, boo. Boo this guy. Boo this guy.
Exactly.
And he's got the force interrupt that when he schemes against us, we get the discard cards from the encounter deck and put a sentinel into play. And then we don't have to boost his scheming. So he doesn't scheme as fast, but he's just going to swarm us with a bunch of sentinels. That's actually a great question, Vincent. Perhaps we should actually explain that a little bit. He's asking what aspects are we playing with our heroes tonight? And I grabbed a, like I always like to do with this game, is I go in net deck, a one from the Marvel Champions database website. And this one caught my eye because they labeled it the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Okay. So they called it the Ace of Spades. It's an aggression build deck. So there's aggression aspect cards shuffled in to my deck. Yeah, he likes to deal a lot of damage. And his Gambit's kit likes to deal a lot of damage. So why not just add in a few more aggression cards in there that allows you to do that. And what did you choose for Thor?
I went with the classic Thor aggression. It typically flows pretty well with aggression since it has a lot of low cost cards, which always helps his hand size, or I guess lack thereof. Because for those of you who don't know, typically in Marvel Champions you have the alter ego side, which starts off with 6 cards, and then the hero hero side, which normally give you 5, but Thor starts off with 5 on alter ego and then flips to hero and have 4, but he have a card that allows him to increase his hand size at some point. But I went with aggression, so I'm going to be trying to pull minions out of the encounter deck and get my tempo going and knock their heads off, and hopefully that leads to Master Mold getting his head knocked off as well. So
absolutely,
that's what I got going on. Absolutely.
And I should actually set Master Mold's health here for me. Hey, you know what? If I was well prepared for this stream, I would actually have all my stuff ready, which I don't actually have his little hero. Oh, wait. It's right beside me. Ugh. There it is. Boom. There we go. Sorry if you hear that crash. Don't be alarmed. 20.
Yeah, man, all your tokens probably on the ground. It's all right.
Okay. Okay. 12 hit points per player, so he's going to have 24 health against us. Let's read his scheme here. Main scheme here is the Sentinel Factory. Ooh, part of setup here is we have to know who the first player is. And
go forward.
Well, I liked having my guests take the honor.
Oh, okay.
I'll have my guests take the honor.
Okay.
But you get from the Mutant Genesis box the Magneto ally. Where'd you go?
Cool.
He gets the Magneto ally in play with him, which he has 2 thwart, 3 attack, 5 health. First player controls Magneto. He does not count against your ally limit. After Magneto attacks and defeats a Sentinel minion, he heals 1 damage from Magneto.
Ooh.
He's a nice one. So
okay.
he's in play with on Maurice's side there. Cool. I'll flip this scheme over. So then, okay, so we have the Sentinel Factory. Each Sentinel minion gains guard. That's always fun. And when revealed, each player discards cards from the encounter deck until they discard a Sentinel minion and then puts it into play engaged with them. It starts with 1 threat per player. And sorry, folks, I use dice as all my counters. So you'll see me use my dice as my counters up here. Oops, maybe bring that down a little bit. Okay, so I'll start with the first player here. I'll start discarding cards until you get a nice bag baddie right off the bat.
Nice. The
Sentinel Mark 8 is engaged with you. Beauty. Force response. After this minion engages you, attach the topmost Sentinel attachment from the discard pile. There is nothing.
Oh, thank the God. Thank the Lord, man. Thank the Lord.
Okay, so he's with Maurice over there. And then I'll start discarding cards for me. Whoops. There we go. I get a Sentinel Mark 3. Oh, he comes in with toughness.
Yeah, we don't like that.
When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the energy barrier attachment and attach it. Oh my gosh. These guys.
Yep.
These guys.
Yep.
Energy barrier. Did I discard? Oh, I did discard one. So I'll just take that one. And I'll attach that to this Sentinel. These Sentinels don't mess around in this scenario.
Can you read this energy barrier for me?
Energy barrier goes, it says attached to the Sentinel minion. Okay, blah, 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 otherwise. Force response. After attached minion attacks, give it a tough status card. And it gives it a +2 on the attack. So that's what energy barrier does. Brother. Yeah, and he has toughness starting off with him. Whew. Yes, thanks you, Vincent. He says double aggression. This game is going to be full of action sequences. I sure hope so. And look who, speak of the devil who's coming in with us. Brian Chandler is jumping in on the stream. Welcome, Brian. He said he was going to pop on by.
All right.
And here he is. Okay. Okay, so you have that Sentinel with you?
Yep, sadly.
Okay. I'll just duck him down. Do you have that Magneto card with you?
I do not, but I'll remember it.
Okay. I'll put him beside you here, and yeah, I think. Oh, I should do my hand of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And okay.
A lot of
Right
red.
on. I got a lot of red. And I got my 2 events that I want to see. I got my 1 event I want to see. And I got this upgrade. I did draw Psylocke into my opening hand, which is one of my favorites. But I don't know if beginning the game with her is going to be very cost effective. That seems... you know what? Maybe I'm just going to keep this hand.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe. Did you mulligan?
Yeah, I already did, brother.
You did?
And I went ahead and did my action to search for Mjolnir as well.
Okay. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm going to try it.
All right, yeah.
Alrighty.
Right.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's on me.
Brian is saying, you two are the reason I joined Marvel Champions community 1 week in, and he's loving it. Thank you, Brian.
Hey, man, just let your wife know I apologize. Kind of. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm going to get it started off. Go ahead and flip up to Thor. It might be a little risky. So I'm going to go ahead and play Defender of the Nine Realms. So go ahead and discard cards until a minion come out and engage it with me.
Okay. There we go. Right off the bat here, a Sentinel Mark II.
Cool.
So he's got a couple Sentinels with him.
Let me see. Do I have that one out? It was a Mark II?
Yep. Oh, he's got a
Let's go.
He's got a 1 revealed effect here. It says, if Operation Zero Tolerance is in place, Sentinel Mark II gains Surge. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Operation Zero Tolerance. Side scheme and reveal it. So we will need to go ahead and search for that. Operation.
Getting us in trouble already.
Yuppers. Operation, there we go. Zero Tolerance. Comes in 3 per player, so it's got 6 counters on it.
That's out there.
Forced response. After an enemy attacks and defeats an ally, place that ally face down under this scheme. If there are X face down cards under this scheme, where X is 3 more than the number of players.
Yeah, we lose the game.
We lose the game. That's an extra lose the game condition. Dang it.
Yeah, just, in case 1 wasn't enough. Yeah, and whatever threat is on, what is it, 2 on the main scheme, go ahead and remove that 2.
Remove the 2?
Yep. And that allows me to draw 2 cards because I have at thee.
Sweet.
Oh, we about to put in word. So I'm going to go ahead and use Lightning Strike to get Mjolnir down. And then I will use Strength to play a Relentless Assault on the Mark II Sentinel, which allows 3 damage to go to Master Mode. Well, I guess that knocks off the tough. That'd be all right.
Yeah, it knocks off tough.
And then I'll use Energy to play a Relentless Assault on the Mark 8 in front of me to do 5 damage to him.
Boom. Whoop, where is it here? 5 damage on him.
And then I will use Magneto to finish him off for the last 3 damage.
Awesome, awesome.
And then I'll swing at your Mark. Was that a Mark 3?
My Mark 3, yeah. That'll remove his stuff.
To knock that tough. Yep.
Okay,
and that'll be it for me.
After Magneto attacks and defeats a Sentinel, heal 1 damage so he doesn't actually have any damage on him. Because he would take 1 consequential damage from the attack, but then he would heal that damage. Would that be correct timing?
I don't think so. because it's similar to Tigra. Because whenever she would defeat a minion, she would heal. But I think the consequential damage would happen at some point after the attack. Like you have to resolve the attack, and then the consequential happens.
Sounds good to me. I couldn't remember that timing.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but that's all right.
Perfect. Like I said,
But that's my turn.
I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn a few things tonight. Alrighty. So, Gambit here is going to. Do I no? I don't think we want to take care of that just yet. So let's get down. I'm gonna get down an X gene upgrade. I'm gonna pay that with Psylocke over here. It's just I can exhaust X gene to generate a wild resource for an identity specific event, which is always fun.
That is nice.
I am going to flip over to Gambit. I will place a charge counter on him, just because that's his whole big thing, is getting these charge counters on him. Oh, congratulations, Brian. He says, Black Widow Hero Pack is arriving tomorrow for his wife.
Ooh.
So I think that's a big one that he wanted.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you deal damage directly to Master Mold?
No, I knocked off that tough.
Oh, you just knocked off the tough. That's right.
Oh, yeah, I wonder. Yeah, nope. Yeah, that will work. Yep. Because I didn't attack him directly.
Okay. I am going to. Which one was I going to do here? No, not that one yet. Not that one yet. I think for this one, though, I am going to pay. Oh, gosh, every card in this game is so good. I want to play them all. I want to play them. I want to play them all. I'm going to pitch a card to play 1 by 1. I'm going to pay 1 by 1. It says, deal 2 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, deal 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to spend one of Gambit's charge counters to increase that damage.
Ooh, I like it.
So
Let's go.
I will deal 3 damage to the Sentinel Mark III. So he's gone.
Uh-huh.
And that defeated him, so I get to deal another 3 damage to another enemy. So I'll knock Master Mold down to 21. That was that event. And then, oh boy.
You technically can.
I technically can, yep. Oh my gosh. Here comes the economy here. I'm just gonna straight up just I don't want to. We do want to get no, I'll just straight up attack Master Mold for 2. Take him down to 19 with Gambit. And then I don't know if I want to actually play one of these cards just yet. It's going to be a waste.
I don't know why I thought this was a permanent card. That Operation Zero Tolerance.
Yeah, no. Once it's done, it's done. But I think in the one scenario, in the Sentinels scenario, the one that's right before this one, the main scheme makes it a permanent.
Yeah,
that's what that one was. I am actually going to. I'm going to end my turn here because it's going to be a waste. It's going to be a waste of one of these cards if I continue going here. So player turns are ending, so we can refresh our cards and draw up our hand sizes. Oh my goodness gracious. And then we are going to increase the main scheme by 2. It says 1 per player. And then Master Mold looks like he's just going to try to attack us. So he's
I'll just take the damage.
You're going to take the damage. So 2 plus 2. So 4. And did I grab anything that actually... Nope, I did not grab any defense. I'm also going to take this one, so it's going to be 2 plus... Oh, 2 plus 3.
Ooh.
It's a 5-er. So take that down to 1, so I'm at 4.
So you playing some dangerous games.
Ikes. All right, and then you get a treachery card, and I get a treachery card, or maybe a treachery card. You get, a side scheme. Insert virus program. Hinder 2. So it comes in with 2, so it's going to come in with 4. And it gives an extra acceleration icon.
Maybe 6 total.
6 total, 2 per player. When defeated, deal 2 damage to each Sentinel enemy. That's actually kind of nice. And I will get a Sentinel Mark 6 engaged with me.
Ooh, with Quick Strike.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Does Quick Strike take an effect right now?
Yep. So you do have the opportunity to defend it.
Yeah.
But good luck.
That's not fun. That's not fun. I think I should defend it, though. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have to defend that.
That's fair.
Definitely have to defend it. Okay. Play passes on to me, I guess.
Yep, and you get Magneto with it.
The first player controls Magneto. Perfect. Well, that's going to come in handy a little bit, I think. All right, so then I will place a charge counter on Gambit, as I can do that. Okay, what shall I do? Oh, I got another one of those. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good. So I will... I see how this is going to work for me. So let's go with... Gotta save that card. Gotta save that one.
I forgot how nasty the minions are in this one.
They are absolutely just brutes magoots. But I think I will for 2 cards and my X gene, I'll play Royal Flush. Which puts another charge counter on Gambit. And then I can deal 0 damage, 0 damage, 0 damage. But what I am going to do is I'm going to spend 2 charge counters to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Another 2 damage to an enemy. And another 2 damage to an enemy to take out that Sentinel. So he's gone. I'll use Magneto to attack Master Mold. Oh, wait, maybe I should do some thwarting here. Probably what I should do. I'm going to use him to thwart, take a damage here. I'm going to take insert virus program down 2.
I support that.
And then I am going to flip over to Remy LeBeau, mainly because I can use Mutant Education. I can use it if my identity has the mutant trait, which on Gambit's side, Gambit doesn't have the mutant trait, but on Remy LeBeau, he does. Alter Ego action, I can choose 2 identity-specific cards in my discard pile and shuffle them back into my deck. So
They did such a good job with the X-Men specific cards. I think that just how how thematic they are and how well they just work for all of the X-Men on the table. I think X-Men was one of the better designed, I guess you can call them teams in the game. I think them and the Web Warriors, they just got those. They got those two groups down packed. Just did a phenomenal job with them.
They did absolutely, absolutely fantastic. That requires me to exhaust them, so I can't do it. Oh, Alex, sorry, I see you there. Alex in the chat here, Meeple and the Moose. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. And he's asking, is this the end of Marvelous March? This is the official end of Marvelous March on the stream here. Playing with good friend Maurice Andrews Jr. from Maurice Andrews Jr. channel here. And he is the Marvel Champions guy. He the guy. I've got a guy for that. I've got a guy for that. He's my guy.
Honor.
And
all right, man.
That is play is on to you.
I'm gonna get a little risky here, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Looking for Trouble. Go ahead and discard cards until you get a minion and engage it with me.
Okay.
Please be a simple one.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
Oh no. It's a Mark 8.
It's all right. I'll be able to kill him though.
I love it.
So he comes in engaged with me. And then put the topmost attachment on him. I don't know what the topmost is in the discard.
The topmost attachment would be this unit upgrade. Attached minion gets +2 hit points and gains Retaliate 1. And an extra scheme, extra attack.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'll go ahead and hit him for 3.
Okay.
Which will come back to me. Want to retaliate. I'll take a damage for it. Then I'll go ahead and play Hammer Throw on him. 1, 2, 3. To hit him for 8.
Ooh.
And Yonder comes back to me. Then I'll Moment of Triumph to get that 1 back. I won't do anything too crazy.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome, awesome. That's the end of the player turn. So these all.
Ooh, that was some help.
These all regenerate. We get our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I get? Okay. Okay, finally got some of my resource cards. That's good. Okay, and I'm in Alter Ego, so Master Mold is going to scheme for 1. Oh, sorry, I got to increase this.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's at 0 again because when I played Looking for Trouble, remove 3 from the main scheme.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So then it's going to get 2 right off the bat. He's going to scheme for 1. And he's also, I'm going to have to, what is that again? I have to get a minion. I discard until I get a sentinel. Okay, Mark 6 again.
Ooh, quick strike don't work.
Quick strike.
Let's go.
Oh, the quick strike doesn't take into effect?
Yeah, because you're in Alter Ego.
Sweet.
I know, man. Count your blessings.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, and then you're in Hero, so he's attacking.
I'm a hero. Yeah, I'll take the attack.
2 for 2 plus 2 is 4.
Okay.
Hey, Seth. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. My man Maurice and I are just taking on some Marvel Champions. We're getting swarmed by Sentinels. Left, right, and center. Okay, my treachery card. Maurice's treachery card. Shields up. When revealed, give each Sentinel minion engaged with you a tough status card. Otherwise, this gets Surge. That's fun. And Maurice, you get a Sentinel Mark 5.
Let me trigger have at thee. Let's go.
When revealed, if targeted for elimination is attached to your identity, Sentinel Mark 5 attacks you. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for targeted for elimination attachment and reveal it. Targeted for elimination. I don't think I saw that one come up. Let me just double check. Oh, there it is. Targeted for elimination. Targeted elimination attachment attached to your identity if a copy of targeted elimination is not attached to you. When you are engaged with a Sentinel minion, you cannot change from hero form to alter ego form. As an action, you can exhaust your identity and discard this card.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we got an active chat
I need to
going.
get that off immediately.
We got, oh yeah, and then, so now first player is on to you, and Magneto is with you.
Nice, nice, nice.
So Seth just came home from bowling. Oh, he did awful. The whole night, I kept thinking I'd rather be playing board games. Dang. Dang. It was that rough, real, hey? That was that rough.
That's real.
Are there any bowling-themed board games? I don't know.
Ooh, I don't think so.
I don't know.
How would you design that? Like, that's a real question. How would you design that? Or would it be like dexterity?
Maybe, or it's got to be like something like dexterity, or maybe it's got to be like you designed it kind of like, it's kind of like a roll. It's got to be like a roll and write, kind of like what Jeff Engelstein did with the pinball game.
Ooh,
maybe it's got to be something like the pinball game. Yeah, it'd probably be a riff off of Crokinole, is what Alex is saying here. Maybe it could be a... All right.
What's the best way for me to do this?
Yeah, I'm going to analyze my cards here too, just to see what we can come up with. Ugh.
What's your hand looking like? Because that might change how I do things.
Let me see here.
What you planning on doing?
I'm gonna try. I need to try to deal with my Sentinel, because every Sentinel has guard.
Yep.
So that sucks. That guard.
I do not disagree with you.
I've got a decent hand on dealing some decent amount of damage. But can I pay for everything? I should be able to pay for everything. Yeah, those ones will pay for that. Yeah. And that will definitely take care of the Sentinel.
Oh, yeah, I got Magneto.
You do have Magneto with you, yes. And he's got 2 damage on him. Vincent saying there's 95 entries on Board Game Geek for bowling. What's the highest rank? What's the highest ranked bowling game on BGG?
My guess is 35-17.
Best ranked is Bowling Solitaire from 1969 at 5,716.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
impressed he even found it.
Second most ranked is at 14,878.
All right. So I'm going to pitch these two. I'm going to play Thor's Helmet to get 5 HP, excuse me.
Yeah, Alex, you're not wrong. A dry economic euro about building a bowling alley. I like that.
I am going to... Ooh, should I... That would give me Throg. How many minions is in that discard pile?
How many minions in the discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Trying to see if there's even any more minions to pull.
I'm sure there's a few.
5, 6.
Brian's going, there is a need. I'll design a 7-10 split, the best bowling game on your table. Nice.
All right, man, I'm going to get us in a little bit more trouble. I'm going to play Defender of the 9 Realms, or discard till I get a minion.
Discard till we get a minion.
Please don't be a nasty one.
I think we've seen all the nasty ones, haven't we?
One can dream.
We can stop drawing anytime now.
That's
There you go. A Mark II. That's
okay.
good. That's good.
Okay.
If Operation Zero Tolerance is in play, which it is, uh, this gains Surge, but this isn't. We don't. No, this isn't part of that. Do we need the Surge it?
No, because it'll be
Yeah.
it'll technically be discarded,
Yeah.
and then he just comes into play, so he's not being revealed.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, because that could have been a problem. That could have been a problem. All right. Let's see, because he's only how much thwarting does he have? Just one. Both of them got one. Okay. Uh, I'll discard for Asgard and Angela, and I'll play Throg. And he comes in with a tough. I should have got my toughs out. But anyways, oh, and remove 3 threat from the insert virus program.
Remove 3, so it's down to 1.
Yep. I'm going to have Throg remove that last one.
Okay, that's a good one.
So it does 2 to every Sentinel.
Oh, that does do 2 to every Sentinel, so that's going to take off this tough.
It'll do 2 to Master Mold.
And it will do 2 to Master Mold because he is a Sentinel.
Yep, that gets rid of the mark in front of me.
The Mark II gets rid of, and then 2 damage on the Mark V.
Yep. And then Magneto will attack him and get rid of him.
Okay, so he will take a consequential.
Yep. Defeat him.
Defeat him.
And then get that last one removed. Oh, I know what it was. I remember. I'm right for the wrong reason. So so the reason why Magneto took the first damage was because he defeats the minion. The damage the response that happened right after he defeats it. So there's no help to be taken, and then he takes the consequential. That's why.
Okay.
Because so the order would be for this one, Magneto attacks, defeats the guy, remove 1 health, and then he'll gain it back because of the consequential.
So
goodness.
Okay, so he attacked him with 2. So then he defeats him, so it goes down to 1.
Yeah.
And then it comes back up to 2.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Phew.
My goodness. Yeah, talk about it, bro. So
there we go.
He's out. And then I will exhaust to remove targeted for elimination away from him.
Oh, okay.
And then I will flip down.
Sweet.
Man.
This game's hard.
Man, talk about it, bro.
We've only just we're almost through the encounter deck already, and we are barely through Master Mold level 1. But that gives me I'm just looking at, the chat is chatting about, I think Seth he was seeking for a recommendation on a 2 to 5 player small footprint game. A 2 to 5 player game that can be played on a very small surface.
Here to Slay.
Oh, it would be that's a great.
I like that one. Hey Seth, I don't know if you care all that much for Munchkin, but I guess it's a similar game to Munchkin where the object of the game is for you to obtain a party of 6 or to defeat 3 minions. 3 monsters. So so every round, each person has 3 action points, and they have a hand of cards, and it could either be party members that's in your hand, items, or attack modifiers. So whenever somebody try to attack one of the monsters, you can play in a modifier down to reduce the amount of damage that they do. And if you reduce that damage, then they have some bad effects that happen to them depending on the monster that they initiated. It's super fun, super quick, super easy to teach, and I think the game is like, I don't know, 18, $19. So
Nice.
here display, I like that one, man. Such a fun game.
Okay. I'm putting a charge counter on Gambit. On my alter ego side, I recovered 3 health. And then I flipped. Gain a charge counter. I am going to then play down. I'm going to spend.
Oh, you got some options, brother.
I'm going to pay my genius to put down Angel. Can come into play here because my identity is an X-Men, so he gets reduced by 1. So I can bring in Angel here. I will then also play. Yep, I'm going to do it this way, which will be a lot of fun. I'm going to spend my X gene and molecular acceleration to play Royal Flush. So when I play molecular acceleration, I get to put a charge counter on Gambit. And then Royal Flush, place a charge counter on Gambit.
Ooh.
And then I will now spend all 3 of those to deal 3 damage to Sentinel, 3 damage to Sentinel, so he is gone. And I also have an additional 3 damage I can spend to hit Master Mold, taking him down to 14. I liked the way that all got set up.
Oh, me too.
I guess Angel is going to take a consequential damage, and he will attack Master Mold for another 2.
I like that too. Yep.
So he's down to 12. And
I know the decisions.
If I just had one more card, I could put this upgrade into play. If I could. Okay, I am just going to save these. I'm going to save these 2 cards for this time around. So that is the end of my turn.
Cool.
We can refreshes, draws.
Ooh.
Okay.
2.
What's going to happen here?
3 again.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one too. All right, what's happening here? Main scheme's going to increase by 2 to get up to 5. And Master Mold's attacking you.
Yeah, he's about to scheme against me.
Oh, he's Oh, you're in alter ego?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we will discard until we get a... So he's going to scheme for 1 and get you a... Discard until we get you a minion.
Should probably be the rest of that deck.
Yep, last one. Last one is a Mark III.
Of course it would be. Of course it would.
Of course it would be. Sentinel. And it comes with the toughness.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Search the encounter deck and discard pile for energy barrier attachment. Energy barrier. Where were you? Target for elimination. There it is. Energy barrier. Yep. Cool. And
Not
then,
a fan.
And then Master Mold is going to attack me for 2. And I don't have anything to do that, so I am just, do I let Angel just chump block it? Yeah.
If he do, he will go under Operation Zero Tolerance.
That does.
If you, I don't know what your hand is like.
Yeah. It's a meh hand.
I was like, I don't know if you had any plans to activate where you attack with Gambit himself, but it might be worth using that defense.
Yeah, because I've always find when I play with Gambit, I don't actually use him to actually attack or thwart and everything. He just kind of just keep him alive, just so they can keep using his events and whatnot.
Just there existing.
So, I think I will. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll defend that. It does make sense too. We're through the encounter deck, so we do have to put an acceleration icon on there because we have to draw a boost card. Yikes. Man, we went through that fast.
Yeah, that's my fault. And I ain't got nothing to show for it, man. My bad. I was hoping I could get some tempo to have some cards down on the table.
Hey, it's fun to watch Thor in action from somebody who loves to play Thor.
Well, we finally got God of Thunder and Asgard in hand, so I might be able to do a little something.
So it's 2 attack and it's a boost. Unit upgrade attached to a Sentinel minion. Otherwise, this gain card surge. So I guess this is going to come to your Sentinel. I guess that Sentinel has +2 hit points and retaliate 1.
Okay.
So that's also on your Sentinel as well. So I took 2 and I blocked it also. And then your treachery card is going to be my obligation. Give it to Remy LeBeau player. Alter ego action. Exhaust Remy LeBeau and spend a lightning resource to remove guild business. It's just an extra. I have to draw an extra encounter card.
Yeah, that'll start next turn.
And then my treachery card is going to be Assault.
Uh-oh.
When revealed, I'm in hero form. The villain attacks me. That's fun. So I guess I will use Angel to block that. 2 + 1 is 3. Angel's gone.
Worse.
Angel's gone underneath 0 tolerance. Yeah, it could have been worse. All right. Play passes. And what the heck am I going to do here? Well, first, we will charge the card. Always get that charge counter on.
All facts.
Ooh. You seem like you could be fun. A support. Do I have any supports in my discard pile, though? No, I don't have any supports in my discard pile. Can I search my deck, too? Oh, I can search my deck if I want. Okay. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to put Warrior Skill upgrade into play.
Okay.
Pay these 2.
Uh-huh.
Comes in with 3 counters on it. When I attack, I can remove a counter, and that attack deals 1 additional damage.
Ooh.
And then...
Yeah, that'll count on that 1-on-1, too.
Yes. And so... I really wish I could get rid of that tough status for you. That tough status that's on that Sentinel, that would be... Unless if that doesn't really matter.
Where he's at, 5?
He's at that Sentinel's at 5.
As I have no attacks. Because I'll probably be able to deal if I keep this. Because if you're not able to knock off the tough, because what I can do is...
Yeah, I can knock off the tough. I could knock off the tough, but it would be in a very inefficient way.
Yeah, because mine probably is going to be just as inefficient. Does he have retaliate?
Yeah, he has retaliate 1 now.
Yeah, so I'll probably end up losing Throg, which is fine. But
Actually, I forgot.
um,
I have Magneto.
that's true too.
Do we use Magneto just to take out the stuff? Ugh, that doesn't
Yeah,
sound
see,
like
that's inefficient too.
interesting. Interesting. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is tough.
No pun intended, huh?
Yeah.
So what I was thinking was because I may end up just having to take the damage and I'm all right with it, but I may have to lose Throg to take off the tough, hit him with Thor, and that would bring him down to like 2, and then call an action from you to use 1-on-1, and that can get rid of him.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, that way we can keep Magneto at 2 health,
Okay.
unless you want to Thor with him, but that'll get rid of that minion.
Thwarting is not bad. Thwarting's not bad. I do get. Yeah, let's thwart because we may as well use it while we have it. What's our bigger threat, the main scheme or this
Yeah,
Operation
main
Zero
scheme.
main scheme?
Yeah,
Take that down. Oh yeah, because it's got the acceleration icon on
yeah,
it.
yep.
Okay, and then I'll pass the turn on to you.
All right. So I'm gonna do my call to action to get Mjolnir. And then I'm going to flip up. And then we are going to pay 2 resources, get God of Thunder, and then use God of Thunder, put Mjolnir down. I could get 2 more cards, but something nasty could come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay,
what's
go
up?
for it. No, go for it. I was going to interact with the chat, but let's finish off your turn and then I'll chit chat with the
I'll go
chat.
ahead and use Throg to knock off the tough.
Okay.
Gotta get rid of Throg. And then I'll hit him for 3 and then call an action from you to use your 1-on-1.
Okay, I'll spend that. And 1-on-1 will deal 2 damage to that enemy. And if it defeats that enemy, which it will, I get to deal 2 damage to an enemy, which will deal another 2 damage to Master Mold. Underrated action in Marvel Champions is calling on an action from another player at the table. Something that a lot of people forget that you can do.
Now the question is, do I try to get another minion out so I can put Asgard down?
You do you.
That might be super risky. Actually, that because it would help me with tempo so much.
Oh. Vincent's telling us that things are looking good.
Oh, you're looking all right. They could be better. They could be better.
We could definitely be in a better situation, but
yeah,
we aren't like in like total total denial mode of I think we could do this.
Yeah, because man, that would be such a. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got.
And Alex is saying, we are at the end of Marvelous March. My brother-in-law is a massive comic book fan, but doesn't own many board games. What Marvel game would make the best gift? Oh, there is that Fantasy Realms redo. It's called Marvel Remix.
Interesting.
It's a really cool little card game where you're just trying to build combos of cards in your hand to score the most points, and everything is so thematic. It's just a small little card game. It plays in like 15-20 minutes, and it's just pulling together the best. That would be a really, really good one. I have to give props to Marvel Champions, but that core box might be just a little too much if they're not really into board games. So another Marvel themed game, if they like X-Men, Mutant Insurrection, which I played on this channel, is a nice, fun little dice chucker that you can just chuck some dice, match the symbols, defeat the missions. It's a lot of fun.
I was going to go with the probably a choice that ruffles some feathers, man. I think Marvel United is actually a good game for people that don't really play all that often.
Tim from Board Game Hot Takes isn't here. We can talk and love Marvel United all we want.
It's if it's somebody that appreciates Marvel, it's just a simple game. It's not the most thematic, but I think that it's a simple game that you can introduce to somebody with a well-loved and well-received IP. And it's an easy find. You can go to Target and get it. Very accessible. Yeah. So I know it's frowned upon in our depths of board gaming, but I think for the surface level, I think that it'll work out. So I'm done with my turn. I'm going to pitch 2 cards, and I'm going to keep Asgard in my hand. Okay. So what I'm hoping is maybe he don't attack me for too much, and I get a minion that'll let me draw 2 more cards.
Cool.
We'll see.
Oh, now all my supports are coming into my hand. Jeez,
it happens. It happens.
And so we can unexhaust things, and that's gonna come. Oh, that still stays with me for a little bit. Okay, so what are we doing? This is going up by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, so it's at 7 now. And Master Mold is attacking me again I will just choose to defend it just because I like to stick around. So he's attacking me for 2 plus nothing.
Ooh, okay. That's what you want to see.
Should have took that one then.
Dang it. That means I'm about to I'm about to get mollywopped.
So you're getting attacked for 2 plus. Sorry, are you defending?
No, I'm just taking it.
Okay.
Please be 0.
2 plus 2.
I was been getting those 2s all day.
And then my treachery card is going to be Stun Beam. It's an attachment. Attached to a Sentinel minion. Otherwise, this card... So we have no Sentinel minions, so this card just gains Surge. Which we will get Master Mold's Children. I am in hero form, so each minion engaged with you attacks you. If you are not engaged with a minion, Master Mold attacks you. So he's going to attack me for 2 plus 1, which is 3.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Your treachery card is going to be Shields Up. Give each Sentinel minion engaged with you a tough status card. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. And Unit Upgrade attached to a Sentinel minion. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. Shields Up. This gains Surge.
Give me a minion.
There you go. Mark 8.
I didn't want that one, though.
Nope. Didn't want that one.
Did not want that one.
Yuck.
Ooh, that one turns. Okay.
Yuck.
Actually, we might be all right.
Okay. Oh, and then first player passes on to you.
Actually, and so we'll be okay.
And so does Magneto. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see what I can make do with what I have here.
So I'll use God of Thunder to get endurance down. Give me 3 health. Let's see. He needs 5. Let's see. Shit, I guess that won't matter. So I'm gonna use these 2 to play Relentless Assault to hit the Sentinel. Oh, does he get an attachment?
Oh, force response after this minion engages with you. Topmost attachment.
Yeah.
Yep. Which would be unit upgrade. The +2 hit points and retaliate 1.
Of course he does. Of course he does. That hit 4. So now he's at 5. And then I'll hit him for 3.
Okay.
I'll take another damage. And then Magneto will get rid of him.
So Magneto gets rid of him. So Magneto will stay at 3 health.
And then I'll flip down. So I don't die.
Cool. All right. Well. Man, oh man, I drew my supports. My X-Jet and my Utopia. X-Jet would be lovely to get down. That would be so lovely. Honorary X-Men, though. I could give you the X-Men trait and an extra hit point.
I'm not opposed to taking those, but
I wonder if I can use it to pay for something, though. Utopia would be lovely to get out to after an X-Men ally. And don't have a ton of X-Men allies.
X-Jet probably be better.
X-Jet's way better. 1, 2. It's not a identity specific one, so I have to pitch 3 cards. Actually, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. X-Jet's coming in. And I'm going to save that for I'm going to maybe save that for defense. I may as well charge. Yeah, I may as well charge. And then hope for the best. Hope for the best with my next hand. Oh, I forgot to draw an extra treachery card last time. Because of my obligation. Missed that. Happens sometimes.
I was say if you want to go ahead and resolve it now, it don't matter.
Yeah, we can. I'll just resolve it right now. Mark 4 Sentinel.
Yep, you definitely gonna need that.
Targeted elimination. Where is it? I thought I saw one get discarded. Nope. And it was an energy barrier. There we go. While you're engaged with this minion, you cannot change from hero form to alter ego form. Luckily, I didn't do that. Oof, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot. All right, that's it for me then. That's a lot. That's enough for me. Readying my cards. Can't believe I'm drawing bad now. 3. Okay. That readies. Okay. Things are happening to me. And you. And you. You're an alter ego?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. This thing has to go up by 3. Ooh, it's almost at its thing. You're an alter ego, so he is going to scheme for 1 and put a sentinel on you. Another. Oh my gosh, you're not getting any luck here. Another Mark 8.
I think I'll be able to kill him if I flip up.
So Mark 8 with you, and then he is... Oh, gosh, I got so much damage coming at me right now. I got so much damage coming at me right now. Let's take a look here. He is attacking me for 2...
Actually, I got a question because
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to run into this issue until now. Is there a condition with Magneto where, like, if he, let's say he soaks up that damage for you, like, does he just go out of the game, or does he go into the discard pile of the person that he defeats? I would imagine he goes out of the game because he doesn't have a cost, but I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cost, and his other side is a...
Oh, it's just going to turn into a side scheme.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
I think he goes out of the game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty sure he goes out of the
you
game.
would have to unlock him. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to... Oh, I'm only at 4 I only have 4 hit points left, so... I can't defend twice, can I?
Read natural agility.
I'm trying. Yeah, it says when you defend against an attack, place 1 charge counter on Gamut. For each charge counter, you'd get +1 defense.
That's what I thought it was.
So you have to take the defend
right
action, which I may as well do that. I may as well do that for him.
Yeah, that at least keeps you alive.
It'll keep me alive. And then the Sentinel's going to come in and attack me for 3, taking me down to 1. Essentially. Okay, I'm going to spend it natural ability. I'm going to put a charge counter on him. Charge counter on. So, and then I'm going to defend. So I can defend up to 6, which I think is going to be a little overkill, but it's going to keep me alive here. He's going to attack me for 2. Oh, jeez.
Man, you've been getting lucky on that end of it, man.
Yeah, and then the Mark Sentinel is going to come in and attack me for 3, which knocks me down to 1.
Uh-huh.
Cool. And then your treachery card is Insert Virus Program. Again. So that's going to come in with 6. And then for me, I get 2 because I should have 2 here. One's going to be Relentless Robots. Another side scheme. Each player engaged with a Sentinel minion cannot thwart this scheme. That's bad news. Comes in with 3 per player. So that's a 6. And then my other one is the Villain Schemes. And when the Villain Schemes, that's gonna trigger our Sentinel Factory. Ugh. So Sentinel Factory goes down. You're gonna have to keep.
Because he'll still get a boost for that.
Yeah, so I'll get another minion.
No, it'll just be a boost because you're not an alter ego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think he only. Where's my maximum? There it is. It's only. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, my bad. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when he schemes against you, and he's scheming, I guess this time around.
You're right.
I'm gonna get one of these freaking Sentinels again, a Mark II, which is okay. And yeah, and 0 tolerance is in play, so yeah, but do I have to trigger the surge? No, yeah, because the discarded thing. He gets discarded and then he comes into play.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was all fun. This is getting out of hand really fast.
It happens, man. That's the beauty of the game.
That's the beauty of the game. All right. What did I draw here? Okay. So let's go with... Ugh. Oh, right. We have to... Sorry, I didn't advance the scheme. Master Mold's agenda. When revealed, shuffle the encounter deck into... Encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Each player discards cards from the encounter deck until they discard a sentinel and puts it in play engaged with them.
Nice.
Fun. And it starts with 2 on it. The acceleration icon still stays there, right?
Correct.
All right. So here we go. More sentinel actions coming on to us. You would have got a Mark III. And then I would have got another Mark V. That Mark III had a toughness and an energy barrier. My Mark V has targeted for elimination. Oh, I do have targeted for elimination attached to my character. He attacks me.
Uh-oh.
So either Magneto takes the damage. Yeah, attacks you. So I guess Magneto can take the damage so that I can stay alive for one more turn.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's looking like.
Yeah, so Magneto is gone. He takes that damage. He just gets overpowered here. And yeah, now we're on, I guess. Boy, oh boy. This is...
Yeah, I think this is the most out of hand I've ever seen in a scenario.
My gosh, there is just sentinels just swarming us. I don't remember getting this swarmed when I first played this scenario.
Oh, this is good because I've never seen it like this. Oh, it's on me, right?
Yeah.
Use that.
Okay, so I gotta do this. Yeah, Vincent, it's all your fault. He says, I go away 5 minutes and all hell is broken loose.
Yeah, it's broken all the way loose.
My gosh. Okay, I am going to... How am I going to deal with all these sentinels? How are we going to deal with all of these sentinels?
You got a charge card?
I got charged card, and I've got this Carol Charmer, which just removes threat, and then I have my energy, and I have a natural agility.
The charge card is where?
Charged card is deal 4 damage to an enemy, but I can also, since I can spend 3 counters, I can get overkill.
Hey, we can at least flip them this turn. Potentially.
Now, overkill could go over to another minion, right?
Or no, it just goes straight to the villain.
Yeah. Okay, so 4. If I do 4, 5, 6, 7, warrior skill is 8 damage. So then that would be, if I did the sentinel, I have to take out one of these big guys. I don't know if I'm lasting more than this turn. But I can spend an X-Gene and I can spend an X-Jet to play down charged card. And
yeah, because you can't flip down.
No.
That's tough.
Well, yeah. I can... Yeah, because I have the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I defended, so I can't even exhaust my identity to do it. So let's just take out as many sentinels as I can possibly can. So I'm going to deal 4. I can reduce one of these. 5, 6, 7, 8. And it gains overkill. And so I will take out one of these Mark Vs And the overkill 3 is going to go on to him for 7. Take him down to 7. Ba-boom. And then I can't get into my alter ego.
It happens, bro. It
happens. Your turn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the last turn for us. I'm gonna go ahead and go out with a bang. I'm gonna flip up with Thor. I'm gonna play Looking for Trouble. Get your boy another minion while he at it.
While I'm at it, another minion. A Mark 6 with Quick Strike.
Take 2. I mean, draw 2 cards.
Vincent, I can't flip because I have this targeted for elimination card on me. Since I defended, my guy's exhausted. If I wanted to get this off of me, I have to exhaust my identity, which I'm not able to do. And while this is in play with me, I am not allowed to change to my alter ego form. It's a rough one. Oof. This is where we say oof.
Oh, there it is. So I'm going to play Hammer Throw. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to hit the Mark II that's on your side.
Oh, the Mark II that's on my side?
Yeah. Okay. So that'll do 6 damage of overkill to Master Mode.
So he's down to 1.
And I guess I'll just get my Mjolnir back down. And let's see. Oh, he's already gone. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I guess I just hit the mark. What is that? The Mark 8 in front of me, just because that's funny. Yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, he smoked us on this one.
How much do you smoke the Mark 8 for? We got to record this.
Which one?
How much damage did you deal to the Mark 8?
Oh, just 3.
Yeah, just 3. Boom,
I'm
boom.
about to take like 15 damage this turn.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, and then, here we go. This thing's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's up to 6 already. And then, here comes the boom. Oh, I guess we ready. And draw. I guess I can get rid of a couple cards here. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Here comes the boom. He's going to attack me for 2. But I am going to obviously just defend. I don't know. What did I draw here? I still got that natural ability, but I can't survive the Mark 5 damage. But I can play natural ability.
Oh.
Yep, I can play natural ability. I get a charge counter. I defend. I'm defending for 4, so he's attacking me for 2 plus 2, which is 4 exactly. And then Mark 5 comes and cleans up the mess and defeats me. He's out. I'm out. Getting out of dodge. For you, what's he attacking with?
Everything.
2 plus a boost, which is if target elimination is attached to your identity. Nope. Okay, that's good. So he attacks you for 2.
Yeah, I'll just take it. There's even if I defended that, they kill me off of their attacks.
Oh yeah, because then he's attacking you for 2. He's attacking you for 3. He's attacking you for 3. Oh, sorry, 5.
For 5, yeah.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, another 10 damage.
Madness.
12 damage in total against you that one, and boom, yep. The Sentinels take this one.
It worked us.
The Sentinels did work us hard on that one. Oh. And that was just standard difficulty, folks.
And that is why I don't recommend X-Men as the first box to get after the core. Have you went up against Magneto?
Yeah, I have been very unsuccessful.
Yeah, he's tough. But one of the cool combos I found with him, found going up against him was what's the name of it? Spider-Man Injustice,
Mm,
and keep recurring him because the amount of threat that's on that side scheme that you those side schemes you got to work through before you can actually like really do some damage to Magneto. Um, Spider-Man scales with the amount of players compared to the amount of threat that gets added on to those schemes. So if you can get him down the first time and then keep recurring him, he'll wipe through those almost every turn.
perfect. Well, that's a nice combo.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
kind of
nice.
wild.
Very
It's
nice.
kind of wild.
Uh yeah, yeah, Vincent, we couldn't do that one last damage to the villain just to that was only stage 1. We didn't even get past stage 1
Yeah, it
Master
was
Mold
tough.
tonight. That was tough. We got absolutely just swarmed for us. Ah, Rachel coming in at the very last possible second here, ducking in to say hi. You didn't miss my. Oh no, you missed a pretty good action-packed game. We just couldn't. We couldn't
Yeah,
stop
just
the.
couldn't get over the hump.
We couldn't get the on. We couldn't stop the onslaught. Couldn't stop the onslaught. They just kind of just kept coming at us. Well, that's all right. Everything. Alex is asking, what's your ideal win rate in cooperative games?
Under 50%,
Under
preferably.
50%. Yeah, yeah. If I'm winning just under half the amount of times that I play it, it's probably pretty good. If I'm winning too often, yeah,
Yeah,
no. But
it's
that's
not
where,
worth it.
well, that's where they hopefully they have some way to increase the difficulty for you, so that you can. Hopefully, they have some way to increase the difficulty so that you don't win as often
Speaking
anymore.
of difficulty, so I finally tried Astronites the other day.
Oh, is that that's the Aeon's End kind of like?
Yeah, I like what they did with this game, with Astronites. I like what they did with the market compared to um, Aeon's End, because Aeon's End you had to choose the three different currencies. You had to choose two relics, I think is what they call, and then you got to choose between four spells in the market.
Mm,
In Astronites, they have six different kinds of uh, cards that you can buy from. So it's like six decks that's out there, but you only can see the top card of each deck.
hmm.
And then there are cards you can buy that can like destroy the top one to get through that deck faster to recruit different guns. Because essentially, it's a sci-fi version of Aeon's End. Because Aeon's End is kind of like steampunk fantasy kind of, like, I guess is what you would describe it as.
Mm-hmm.
But Aeon's End is just pure sci-fi. So you're buying these like futuristic weapons, and uh, compared to Aeon's End, where Gravehold is just there to die off unless you win the game.
Yeah.
Like the cities actually power up, similar to the way that your mages will power up. But the city power up, and whenever it gets enough power, it does something special. So I like what they did with Astronites. I hope they keep expanding it or give it the same support that they did with Aeon's End. But I don't
Really?
know how it will catch on, because I think in board gaming, fantasy is a little bit more popular than sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Astronites is like, if you had to compare it to all the Aeon's End, I think it's like top three out of all that whole.
Wow.
Yeah, it's up there. I like what they did with Astronites a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
good.
jump in. I'm gonna jump in with Alex here. He says I've been hearing a lot of great things about Astronites. I have also, and you're just piling on the good news. That I'm really
Yeah,
hoping
it's
that I have a
fun.
chance. We have a con coming up in Saskatoon here at the end of April, and I'm signed up to play a game of Astronites. So hopefully I can. Hopefully it translates well. Hopefully it
It's
translates
fun,
well.
man. Play with Zach. They actually, because I think the one thing that they deviated from in this one that I wish they would have kind of kept, though I guess it would be hard with the way that they package the game, is the tutorial system. I still think to this day Aeon's End have the best tutorial system
Mm.
ever in a board game because they have everything like packaged up, and they'll let you know what to open first to play a full game, and then you can open everything up as you please. Or if it's one of the games that have a campaign, then you can just play it and unlock stuff. Or you bought the game, so you just play with everything if you want to, right? But in Astronauts, like they give you as you go through the book to learn the game, they'll have like a purple banner to let you know if it's your first time playing. They recommend doing these particular things. So they recommend you to play with like Zach and Christina first
Mm.
if you
Hmm.
do a multiplayer game. And then there was like if you do 3 or 4 players, then add these particular heroes to it, and tell you to play like the first guy, which is the Furion, and the city. They have different cities, so it's not like Aeon's End where you had just Gravehold to protect. The different cities also have different powers. Then there's different cities that you're protecting against the big bad. So they just set you up, at least in the book, letting you know what to put out there for the game. But it plays exactly like Aeon's End, where it's the variable turn order. So for anybody who haven't played Aeon's End and have no idea what I'm talking about, it's a deck building game that came out, I want to say in 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. So it's your typical deck builder cooperative where you start off with 10 cards in your deck. You got a 5 hand size, and you're playing resources and small damage cards and slowly building up your deck to be able to dish out crazy combos and stuff like that against the big bad. And with this one, uh the turn order, kind of like how we were playing just now with Marvel Champions, where it's our turn and then it's a villain turn and then the hero's turn again. Well, in Aeon's End and Astronauts, they have a deck of cards that you shuffle, and there's always 2 boss cards in there, and then there's 4. If you're playing multiplayer, there's 4 hero cards, or if you're playing just solo, there's 3. And you shuffle all of them together and you flip them over, and that lets you know who turn it is.
Hmm.
And so it's kind of cool to be able to go through and play, and you plan out a way, and then whenever you run out of those variable turn order cards, you're praying that the boss don't go first, so that you can have an opportunity to pray to prepare for the madness that's about to come your way. I think that it adds a lot of intensity to the game. It's super cool with making sure that you don't game the system, so to speak, because it's the villains can in that game can get out of hand
Mm.
real quick. Similarly to what we just
Well,
experienced in
we
Marvel Champions tonight,
just have.
it can get out of hand. Yeah, so I'm all for it. So I think it was Vincent that asked about Astronauts. Get it, like if you, especially if you like Aeon's End, I think you'll love Astronauts. I think that it's if you can get past the sci-fi theme, if that's not what you're all about. I think the game design for this one is easy to teach. I think that it just flows well, and I really love what they did with the market. I wish Aeon's End had a similar thing, but I think Aeon's End is so big now, it's kind of tough to really do that kind of market now. But I think that that's a dope way to do the market. It's super cool.
Nice. I'm intrigued. I wanted to check it out, so I'm gonna be able to check it out at the end of April here, and hopefully it still sticks around in markets. I have so many damn games to play here that's just
Yeah, man, you can kind of see what I got going on over here. So we got Stitching Society that's right here. I still got to get more reps into that. You can kind of see that turquoise right there. Nemo's War. I need to play a little bit more of
mm,
that. And I for the life of me, right under Nemo's War, I got Anachrony, but I can't find the what do you call it? The shoot
like the
the
miniatures.
expansion. The expansion that allows the game to be solo, because I couldn't find the
Oh,
edition that makes it solo right from the jump. So I just got the Essentials edition. So I'm trying to find um the
oh,
yeah, I got to find the expansion that makes it solo. So I
that's
really
right.
want to play that one.
No, in the essential edition, they needed to put that solo mode right in that essential edition. They should have. They should have. They should have.
Agreed.
But I have my Anachrony just right above my head here. I've got the big ass uh, infinity box that's like, the Gloomhaven size box.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, it's one of my favorite games. I'm glad that there's a digital implementation of it now on Board
Oh,
Game
nice.
Arena. That's on Board Game Arena now, and it's
Okay.
just the base game. It's just the base game, but I'm glad
Yes.
that I'm able to play it more right now
Yeah.
and more often because it's a beast to get out.
Oh, I'd imagine.
I have to break my back. I have to break my back getting it off the shelf and up the stairs. But Maurice, thank you so much. This was a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad I got
love
to
this
see
game,
Thor.
man.
I'm gonna watch it back because I was into my turns when you were doing your turns too. So I'm gonna watch this back because I want to see exactly how that Thor was. He was dealing out some good damage for a bit
Yeah,
there.
man. I couldn't get the engine going. Like the engine worked. I just didn't have enough to be able to overcome because I think the problem with fighting against Master Mode, he can really just get a ton of Sentinels out. So my plan was to get Sentinels in front of me so that I can overkill them, but I forgot about those attachments that add 2 HP, and
Yeah.
every single time I can just get rid of them just enough. And I think using Magneto to get rid of like the smaller ones so that I can just wail on them. But it's I'll have to go back and tune my deck to play against them again. Probably use Cyclops alongside of them or something like that, or
Hmm.
use trusty Black Panther leadership and just destroy him.
Yeah. I think the last time that I went against this, I had a good old I think it was a solo Wolverine aggression.
He's
Where
so nasty in
it,
this
just,
game.
like he just didn't stand a chance. Like
Yeah,
you can rush through those first two. Yeah, you can just rush through the things. Once he gets rid of a Sentinel, then he's unstoppable. Just dealing the extra
yeah.
damage to the thing. And his thing about just taking some extra. What's that one card? I can't remember. I'm horrible with card names, but
Probably
the one where
Berserker Frenzy.
the one where you take the damage to repeat the effect again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just like
Berserker Fury or something like that. I can't remember.
it's
Yeah,
just
he's disgusting.
it's, it's again.
Actually, who's your favorite hero in this game?
Oh, it's been Doctor Strange ever since he ever came out. I have a
I respect it.
I always say I partnered Doctor Strange with the leadership ability and leadership aspect, and he was just borderline broken forever and ever and ever.
And I think it still holds true. Because I played him a lot when he first came out, and then I couldn't lose. So I just got to the point where I was like, yeah, I got to retire this guy. Like he doesn't present a challenge, but I still think to this day there's no other hero like him. He's one of the most unique heroes in the game. There's nobody else that have a side deck of something,
Yeah.
right? And I'm looking at Fantasy Flight right now. That's a perfect way to bring in the Punisher with weapons. But there's nobody that's like him. Yeah, he's so yeah, exactly. And I just I just think that Doctor Strange is just oh man, I think he's a really good design, and it's tough to. There's a couple of heroes that come close to his level. I think Captain America is up there. I think
America's always been
Spider
fun.
Ham is up there. I can make a solid argument for Captain Marvel. There's just some of those
Yeah.
heroes that are just super strong that don't really struggle with some of these encounters. They
One
just they
one of
just
the
run
ones I've had the
off.
most fun with. He's one of my favorite comic book heroes. Was the Venom pack was a lot of fun.
Ooh, he's good.
He was a lot.
He's good.
Yeah. Like almost like to the level he said like it could have been like almost like a Punisher style of character design. But yeah, just bringing out all those weapons, just things and charge counters and just.
It wasn't until when he came out that I appreciated Hulk
Oh,
because that changed my whole perspective on using HP as a resource. And then it clicked. Hulk just clicked. I was like, man, Hulk is so bad. He just doesn't make sense. And then Venom came out. And anybody who have played this game that haven't seen Venom, it's the Flash Thompson Venom. He his hero ability is he takes a damage and generates a wild resource. So it just gives him a ton of variability of how he wants to play. He's got some events that allows him to add on a kicker to his card. So, it's like a traditional. He got the Savage attack that I think it's a 2 cost that does 5 damage. But if you pay for, I can't remember if it's only lightning resource or a lightning resource, it gets to do overkill, and he has that for several of his events. And I think that changed how I saw Hulk, and I was like, oh, that okay.
Makes
So
sense
using
now.
stuff like toe to toe and what's that other one? You'll regret it. The one with what's his name? Daredevil on the front of it.
Oh gosh, you're talking to the
Like
guy
you
that
you'll regret that, or you'll take that, or something like. I can't remember the name of it, but it's you.
no regrets. No.
It's something like, I can't remember the name of it. I'm too young for these problems, but I think that's another one that uses health as a resource, where it's a 1 cost. So whenever you get attacked by a villain, however much damage you take, that's how much threat get removed from the scheme.
Mm.
I think it's you'll take that, or you'll regret that, or something like that.
I'm just climbing through here. No, not surprise attack.
No,
You'll pay for that.
that one you'll pay for that.
You'll pay for
There
that.
it is.
After a villain attacks, you remove 1 threat from the scheme for each damage you took from that attack to a maximum of 5.
Yeah, that's such a good card, man. Good card.
Yeah.
So when you somebody that's just beefy, that's their way to do threat removal.
I used to run Hulk right beside Doctor Strange for like the longest time. Doctor Strange would just sit there and protect the Hulk, and the Hulk would just deal all the massive amounts of damage, and then Doctor Strange, just give him a tough status card. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll put some chump blockers in front of him.
Yeah.
And just let Hulk just do his thing. Just exactly what you would see. That mage in the background with the big tank in the front, and the mage is just controlling everything that's happening around. It's exactly what was going on. I loved it. I should go back to that style again. I like that style.
You know what, man? I'll play a game of Hulk with you one of these days. I'll be Hulk, you be Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
We'll go up against something.
Go up and try to get our revenge against Master Mold.
Yeah. There you go. I'll be working on the deck, so it's depending on what comes out next month with Marvel Champions, that'll let me review Aggression again and kind of see how I can rebuild Hulk.
I had made a prediction that I wanted to see an Age of Apocalypse box or scenario pack. I would think it'd make more sense as a box, but I could go either way. I could go either way as a scenario pack or a box. But if they were going to go the box route, I wanted Cable as a hero. And then my other hero that kind of goes along with that Age of Apocalypse thing was that I wouldn't mind seeing an Angel. See what they can do with Angel in this game. They already have the ally. They have the Angel ally here. But what could they do with him? And especially they have his Archangel storyline that they have to draw from. And so
Okay.
That's what I thought I wanted to do. And then when I saw the Cable shadow silhouette thing against the brick wall, made me excited. I'm like, ooh, maybe they listen to me. But I'm not.
You know what? I can see, because we kind of talked about it off stream. I really could see Deadpool busting out of that wall.
Yeah.
And what would be even funnier is Juggernaut following him. So he's busting out the wall just to get away from Juggernaut. Juggernaut running right behind him.
Yeah. Or they'll totally troll us, and it'll be the Kool-Aid Man that comes through the wall.
Kool-Aid Man coming through in Marvel Champ. Yo, that'll be a crazy crossover, man. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed.
Oh yeah.
That could be funny for April Fool's Day.
That'd be a great April Fool's. The original GIF would be the Kool-Aid Man coming through. But then right behind him is.
It could be the Kool-Aid Man with like the Daredevil icon in the middle of the carafe that he that shapes his body. It could be like a Daredevil face that's on there.
Oh, beauty. Beautiful.
Oh man, it's gonna be cool.
It will be. I'm excited because, like we said, and I remember you saying too on your channel, this has been unprecedented territory for Marvel Champions that we actually have no idea exactly. Yeah. There's been like no leaks. There's been no really anything for a little bit here, so we're all kind of like, oh. But luckily, we have enough stuff. If you're like Maurice and I, and you've collected the entirety of this thing, and have war chests of cards everywhere, you're not growing old of this game any day soon.
Nah, it's not going anywhere. But I really think because I'm excited for your streams next month with what do you call it?
Ashes Reborn.
Ashes Reborn. I really think that's going to light a fire under Fantasy Flight. I think the competition is good. And I can't wait to see what Flesh and Blood end up doing with their PvE. Because I think this is kind of a market that Fantasy Flight having a stronghold right now. I mean, a chokehold where like they are their biggest competitors with Arkham Horror and Lord of the Rings, and now you got Ashes Reborn. I don't know what the popularity of that game was, but I can assure you Marvel Champions players will divert their eyes to it and start seeing like, what's this about? And the same with Flesh and Blood.
And now that even that PvE expansion, Red Reigns, just got a Dice Tower seal of like approval, a seal of excellence on it from Roy Kennedy. I think a lot of people will start paying attention to it because it does feel like I'm playing Marvel Champions, but it feels like I'm playing Ashes Reborn. Like it has the exact same DNA that I feel like I'm playing Ashes Reborn and everything that I love about Ashes Reborn. And I don't have to play it against an opponent anymore. I have this AI that I'm battling against. And I check out anybody who's listening to this, check out the streams coming in. It's starting next Tuesday. Come in and check it out because the system is good. The system is good. I hope that with the new PvE it catches fire and they start printing some more of this because it is good. And people need to pay attention to it because what they were able to do with this dueling card game system with, you don't just randomly draw your first hand of cards. You actually get to pre-select your first hand of cards. There's no mana lock or mana thing and everything like that because you start with 10 resources every single turn and you get to spend them. It's so good. Alex is asking here, is your first stream going to be a tutorial of the game? Because I know nothing about. Yeah, my first 2 streams. The very first one is going to be taking a look at the core box of Ashes Reborn. I'm going to teach how to play the game out of the core box, and then I'm going to play some games with Norm from the Cardboard Conjecture podcast. We're going to play some games right out of the core box. And then the Thursday stream is I'm going to teach how to play the solo PvE, the solo mode with the Red Reigns box. I'm going to teach how to play that, and then I'm also going to play a game solo out of that. So next week is going to be teaching how to play Ashes, and hopefully people catch on, and we'll follow for the rest of the month. I'm going to have giveaways. Plaid Hat Games is giving me some stuff that I'm going to be able to give away over on the channel. And I can happily announce as of last week, at the very end of April, I'm going to have Nick Connolly, the man himself who's developing and designing Ashes Reborn. He's going to come on the channel and we're going to geek out about everything Ashes, why we love it, what's going on with it, and what the future of Ashes Reborn is going to be on that night. So that's the very end of April. I think that's like the 28th or something like that of April or something like that. So the very last stream of Ashes. So it's going to be fun. Nick Connolly has ever so graciously agreed to come onto the channel. We're going to geek out, talk everything Ashes. It's not going to be a gameplay night. It's just going to be a straight up just conversation. And I'll invite people to come and ask questions to Nick because he wants this game to succeed. He's poured a lot of effort and a lot of time and money and resources into it. He wants it to succeed. And we're going to advertise it. And I'm going to advertise it. And I'm going to play it. And it's lovely. And I'm going to play it for a whole month. I'm not going to play anything else.
Yeah, because I got to see, because I don't know if it's at a point where I could just go to my local board game shop and it's there. Because I'm going to go check to see if they got it. And if not, then I'm just going to buy that master set. And get ready for that PvE, because I am excited to be able to play something that would be different than Marvel Champions in terms of having like a PvE card game. I think that's I think it's such a, man, how can I put it? I don't want to say an untapped market, maybe an underutilized market, because I legitimately can't think of like 10 cooperative deck builders that I've played. Like I literally may have played a handful, and so to see some of these games come in, or at least some of these PvP games kind of move over to that PvE side, or at least kind of tap into that market. Like it's nice to see that competition that's there, and kind of see these systems that are normally used to go up against people and kind of bring a game together to where it kind of takes that the pressure off of learning the mechanics, right? Because I think it's a lot easier to learn from people how to play the game in a PvE or co-op setting than PvP, because some people will teach you the base fundamentals of the game, and that's it. You got to learn the tricks yourself, right? And I think with co-op, you're more inclined to teach people all of the ins and outs of the game. So I think that'll help PvE players convert to PvP, right? Because they'll be like, oh, I want to see what more does have to offer, and I have an understanding of how these different play styles work. I think I can put a deck together to be able to go up against other people, right? And so it'd be cool to see.
And Ashes is doing a really good job, as in, hey, this card is really, really stupid good in player versus player. Like competitively, this card is, and in PvE, this card is garbage. It is not going to be able to, you will not be able to do what you can do with this card, because the environment or the enemy that we're doing is not acting like how the opponent should act some of the times. And so that little bit of unpredictability makes certain cards not that great. And certain cards that weren't great before, or certain Phoenixborn that weren't so great before, are actually really strong against the opponent. So it's breathing life into older material. If you've stuck around with Ashes for as long as maybe I have, it's breathing new life, whereas other players, you're going to start discovering those things. There's a base box character, and right out of the box, everybody always said, out of the 6 characters you got in the core box, he was the weakest. He was really hard to kind of control. He was really hard to kind of pilot and run. Well, in PvE, he's actually really, really good. And the stuff that they gave him and the support that they gave him in the expansion was really, really good. I'm going to show that one off, hopefully one of the times in the month, because I played him competitively once, and I got wrecked. I got destroyed. I was like, I could not get this guy's engine. I don't know what I was supposed to do with this guy. And then I tried him just the other weekend in the PvE, and I was like, oh man, this Chimera doesn't stand a chance. Like, I'm blocking things, and I'm putting things out, and I'm keep blocking him, and man, or maybe now I actually realize what I'm supposed to do with him. Maybe that's also the thing too. But just like you mentioned, you can discover new things just by playing against a AI, and the AI system, it's so easy to follow. It's ridiculous. Tune in next week, because I'm super. If you can't tell, I'm super excited.
That's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to checking it out. So I'll see what you got going on and learn the game off of you, and then if I can get my hands on it, I'll start playing it. I'll let you know what I think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because right now, Plaid Hat Games does have that bundle on their website. I don't know how long that bundle is going to be available for, but you can bundle the Master Core Box set with the PvE expansion, and I think you save a little bit by purchasing them together. And I think that's just only while their initial print run of that PvE lasts, that they have this, but that you can bundle the two things together. But I really hope that it takes off. People get excited about it. People are asking for it, that they keep printing it forward and forward, because from what I've gathered from the insider knowledge that I have, they got a lot more of these PvE boxes coming out. They have a lot more of them. So, because
All right.
every one so far, what I get is going to be based around one of the certain sets of dice. There are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 7 or 8 different dice magics that you can use, and this box was focused on one of those. So I think they have at least one box planned for every set of dice. So that's good. That's a lot of different enemies that we can be taking care of.
Ooh, okay.
in the future. So I think the future is going to be bright. I hope that it takes off. I'm going to promote the crap out of it, because I want people to play it. I want to play it with people. I want to play it with lots of different people. I want to take it to conventions and show it off. I want everybody to be playing Ashes. That's how much I've enjoyed it over the past few years. And of course, I didn't dip my toe. I jumped in. Like, when I bought it, I literally bought everything all at once. It was ridiculous.
Like how actually, I don't even know how to ask the question. Like how, because I know that they got like I guess you would call it the core box, and then I've seen like these different like packs you can buy or something like that. So are they like pre-constructed decks with?
Yes.
Let me phrase this. Is it like Marvel Champions, where you have like this core box, you got your heroes, you got the cards you can play them with or whatever? Because I don't know how the deck building is for that. For that game, if every character has just their own specific deck, or do you have like some deck construction choices out there? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah. So in this game, in Ashes, what you're referring to, they have the character packs, and they will come pre-constructed. Just like in Marvel, you can just open up that pack and you can play that deck just exactly how it is. And the coolest thing about Ashes Reborn is that every single card can be mixed into any deck. That's the beautiful part about it. You just have to make sure that when you build your dice pool of 10 dice, you just have to make sure that you have dice of that type that you can pay for that particular card. So what you'll see, people will be doing like aspects in Marvel Champions. In Ashes, you'll have people say, okay, I'm going to have charm magic and ceremonial magic, and I'm going to have 2 dice colors, and I can incorporate any card that requires those 2 types of dice. And I can choose from my huge pool, my limited pool, however much what I have, and I can build a deck around that. Or if I want 3 types of magic in my deck, I can put 3 types of magic in my deck, just as long as I have the dice pool to represent it. But you're only limited to, you can only bring in 10 dice. That's it. You can only bring in 10 dice. So every single card can be built, can be mixed together in the entirety of the game, just as long as you have the magic types to pay for them. So the deck construction of the game it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, because you can mix and match all the different types of magics together. You can have tri-magic, you can have quad magic, you can just have dual magic, or you can just have mono magic. It really all depends on what your play style and what you're trying to look for, and trying to create those combos in the cards. It's really, really neat. It's really, really, really neat. And certain character packs, kind of like Marvel Champions, have some really, really good cards that you'd be like, okay, I'm going to make sure I grab that character pack. I don't really care about the character, but the cards that came inside that character's pack is really
Right.
good for maybe this guy over here.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. But and it's like an LCG. They're not randomized. They're all pre-constructed. They all have the exact same amount of cards. So, yeah. I'm talking a lot about it. I'm talking about a lot of things that I'm going to be talking about next week.
Oh man, I hear you, man. I can see the excitement. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah. There's always something. If you find somebody who's really passionate about something and just listen to them talk about what they're passionate about, because you'll learn some things. Like when I talk to my students about math, like I'm excited about math and calculus and all these things. And if you say it with enough enthusiasm and enough confidence, they'll believe you, and then they'll be drawn in. They'll be drawn in.
Nah, there ain't enough discs and washers that make me want to do Cal 2 again, bro. Ain't enough of it. Couldn't pay me enough.
Oh man, good old second year, third year calculus. That's where I started dropping off. I was like, well, okay, you guys are way too high for my liking. Where did you come up with this?
Once I started learning like the transformation of matrices, that's when I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. You couldn't pay me enough. There's not enough mushrooms in the world to make this interesting.
Oh man, I can't imagine. Oh man. Yeah, seeing matrices for mushrooms. Oh my goodness,
yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You turn into Doctor Strange.
Yeah. That's why he's one of my favorites.
That's why we can't have nice days. That's exactly why Master Mode watched us.
Yep. Way out to lunch here. All right. I am going to call the stream here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this lovely, lovely evening. This Thursday is going to be a unique one, as in we had a plan, but then the plan is kind of falling apart.
Uh-oh.
And so we're going to go with the no plan, as in I'm just going to jump on stream. I'm going to go live, and people from the community can come and play a game with me. They choose. We'll play on Board Game Arena. We'll play something digitally, and we'll just play something. I'll just play something with the community. Just whatever you guys want to play, I'll play it. If I don't know it, I'll wing it. If I do know it, that's a bonus. But we're just going to try the no plan stream where I'll just come in, start jib-jabbing about anything, and then the community can join me for a game or two. Board Game Arena style. Just keep things interesting. I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. But
good luck, bro. Good luck.
But I have enough technical know-how that I think I can scrap something together. I hope. Or it's just going to be one of those streams where the power magically goes out in the middle of the thing.
All stress just goes away. Like, oh, cool. I ain't feel like doing that.
That happened. I was streaming with
really?
I was streaming with Tim, Riley, and David from All Games New and Old. In the middle of our stream, the power literally went out in this house. And I lost everything. I'm taking a turn. I'm talking to people, and no one's responding. And I look over at the screen. I'm like, there's nothing. There's nothing anymore. And then like the lights are flickering in the room here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, everything went out. But that's the lovely thing about live. You just never know what you're gonna get. I've had my kids walk into the room and stand there, and I didn't actually know that they were there. All like Children of the Corn style.
Oh man, like man, I can't have my blood pressure that high, man. What y'all doing?
yeah, just one standing right there in the corner, just like staring at the screen.
Man. Yeah, and I play a lot of horror games too, man.
That's right.
That'd kill me, man. Like, man, I gotta stop playing so much Resident Evil and Amnesia.
So good. All right, Maurice, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. It's always my pleasure to have you on here, because you're such a charm. You're such a personality. everybody needs to go check out your channel, especially when new Marvel Champion stuff drops, because Maurice is going to be creating a video and giving you his thoughts on it every single time.
Absolutely. That's why I haven't said anything about the Marvel Champions post that they had with Cable. People know how much I love Cable, but with it approaching April Fool's Day, I gotta wait. I can't jump on that hype train just yet, man. Because Fantasy Flight is full of clowns over there trolling.
So shortly after, there's gonna be something.
Next week,
he's gonna drop drop literally everything in the middle of the day. Super important work project putting on hold.
Don't matter.
Awesome. Thank you, Maurice. And for everybody, thank you for joining us. Have yourselves a great night. I'll see you on Thursday for the No Plan. And then next week, Ashes Reborn is coming. Oh, I'm so... Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's like that GIF you always tell me. Is it with Drake? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm excited for it, man.
I'll just have that little GIF just in the bottom corner of the screen all the time. Just let's go.
Yeah, man. When you're doing them 18 damage turns in Marvel Champions, that's when it pops up.
Yeah. Perfect, folks. I'll see you on the flip side. Have yourselves a good night. Good night, everybody.
Take it easy.